Hi Sagittarius, and welcome to your Love Story Tarot reading for September 2019. I'm going to go with one storyline, so this resonates 100 or it doesn't. Also, I will read the feminine energy on this side, the masculine energy on this side. However, gender is irrelevant. Go with the side that you feel is talking about your personality and your feelings, okay? That's you, and the other side would obviously be the other person in this love story with you. So, let's pull a card for overall energy, Sagittarius. All right, so we have Old Flame coming through for the feminine. And we have New Romance coming through for the masculine. Okay. Whoa, that is very, very interesting, Sagittarius. You know what I'm kind of feeling here? Sagittarius, this feminine in this reading, whether she is single or she is in a relationship with somebody else, I almost kind of feel like she's in a relationship with somebody else. And the masculine that's coming through is not the person she's in a relationship with. It's somebody from her past. However, he's coming through because I feel like, wow, whoa. You know what, Sagittarius, before I go further with that, let me pull some more cards here because I'm kind of torn, actually, where it's almost like the feminine, like he's coming through in her reading because he's in a new relationship, and that's like got her looking at him, interested in him again, like, what? Who's this person he's with? Okay, even though she might be with somebody, this old flame of hers, like maybe she's always kind of kept an eye on him, and she's like, wait, who's this new chick up in his world? Like, and so she's, I'm picking up on that as well, okay? But the way I'm split is because that was like the first stream I was picking up on, but then I'm like, wait, no, there's also a story here about, a new romance coming into play with an old flame, okay, for Sagittarius. So let's pull more cards. All right, under the feminine, we have the Queen of Pentacles, and we have the Three of Wands. Okay. Yes, I have to say the strongest storyline here is a feminine who either she's in a relationship, she could be single, or she's in a relationship, and her old flame or whatever, like he is in a new relationship with somebody else, and that's caught her attention, and she's not liking it very much, okay? She's feeling a little bit jealous about this. And then, for others of you, what I feel, this is like a new romance coming in, and I really want to stick to one storyline in Love Story, but for whatever reason, Spirit is giving me two. Makes it more complicated for me and for you, but it is what it is, okay? Now, for those of you where this is a reconnection from somebody of the past, I feel like the feminine actually kind of has a couple of options, all right? But this masculine from the past is like really coming in strong, like, no, I want to be your only option. Like, I will do what it takes to win your heart, okay? So, let's pull some cards to look at this masculine's energy specifically. All right, so we have the Knight of Wands coming through. And we have, okay, the Six of Wands. So, okay, so those of you where, you are this feminine, or you could be a masculine, but, I see it on the feminine side, where, somebody from your past is now in a new relationship. I don't really feel like that new relationship is all that serious, okay? Just with the pairing of these two cards from the Casanova Tarot, I really don't feel like that is a serious relationship. If anything, it just looks to be more of like a physical connection at this point. It's not super emotional or soul-based, okay? So for those of you where you know, you've had your eye on this old flame and now they're in this relationship with somebody else, I don't feel like it's a serious thing that's really going to go very far, okay? Now, for those of you where this is somebody, you know, a reconnection coming through, be careful of that, because it's like on the masculine side, this initial reconnection is more of like a cat and mouse thing. That's why he's coming in so strong. It's like, you know, look at all these masculines around my ex-feminine. I'm going to swoop in and I'm going to snatch her up. Like, there's a bit of ego involved with this masculine's intention for returning to, you know, his feminine from the past, all right? So let's pull some more cards, Sagittarius. This interesting reading that's coming through for you guys. All right, so we had a jumper. Look at that, ego consciousness, boom. Right there. Next out is maturity, loyalty, and sacred moments. Okay, so Sagittarius, those of you where, you know, again, we're looking in on an old flame and a newer connection, I don't feel like it's like they're forever after. I don't. You know, if anything, I feel like through that new relationship, they're going to learn about, you know, loyalty and maturity, and there's a bit of ego breaking that's going to happen to them, and, you know, they're going to look back on their connection with this feminine and realize how sacred it was. Okay, so wherever this masculine is right now, I really feel like he's learning some spiritual lessons to help grow him emotionally and spiritually, because there's a lot of ego involved, all right? And his new connection is not what it appears. It's a very physical type of energy. It doesn't, there's no love or soul there. And with the sacred moments, you know, no matter what he's doing, it's like this is still, he still thinks about this too. Okay, those of you where this is like a reconnection, like somebody from the past coming in, I really feel like it's kind of like the opposite. Like he's seeing this feminine getting a lot of attention and wants to come in. Like it's about ego and pride for him more than it's about loyalty and let me be in this, you know, to create all these beautiful memories with this feminine. So let's pull some more cards, Sagittarius. If somebody's returning from the past, I'm not quite sure that they're ready, Sagittarius, to be committed, to be all in. Okay, just based on that, like the message I'm getting with that. It's more like their ego and their pride, and they don't want to lose their foothold or lose their control, something like that. All right, so this feminine, we have her coming out as the Four of Cups. So honestly, even though this feminine is getting a lot of attention, those of you where there's this reconnection coming in from the past, Sagittarius, I don't know that you're even all that interested if there's somebody coming back to you from the past, okay? I don't know that you're all that interested, really. It's almost like you got your eye on somebody else. Okay, maybe that's what this is about. No matter what, like if you're in a relationship, you're single and you have a lot of attention, or you even have somebody coming back from your past, it's not the person that this feminine has her eye on. It's like who this feminine has her eye on that's all she really wants, and all the rest, who cares about it, really? Even if there is this person returning from the past who's full of ego and all of that, oh, let me get up on this feminine, she's not even so much interested in him as she is in this old flame that's in this other relationship, which that relationship isn't anything that it appears to be, okay? Sagittarius, this is a crazy reading. Like, what is going on here? All right, under ego, look at this. 5 of Pentacles. Yep, that person trying to return from the past. I will not lose. I will win. I will prevail. Next out is the 5 of Cups under maturity. Yeah, again, I will win. I will prevail. But also with this, you know, those of you where this old flame is in a relationship with somebody else, it is, seriously, it's nothing. It is very superficial. Under loyalty is the Lovers, okay? And last out under sacred moments is the Mother, which is actually the Empress. All right, so Sagittarius, oh, and then the masculine, sorry. We have the 8 of Swords with this masculine. So he's very blocked, okay? Sagittarius, this feminine here, whether she is in a relationship, she is single with a lot of attention, or even has some ex from her past coming back in, this feminine is like, none of that matters. She has her eye on a very specific ex, okay? A very specific person. And whatever else is going on in her world, it doesn't matter. Like, she is so focused on him, and it's because he's in a new relationship with somebody. And honestly, I don't really see his new relationship being anything like solid. It's more about like fun and, you know, superficial things. And I don't feel this feminine has anything to worry about, because at the end of the day, I feel that he thinks about her. He feels very blocked from her. He feels blocked from emotionally connecting with other people because of the depth of the connection that, you know, was shared with this feminine at some point in time. All right. And then again, those of you where this is like somebody trying to return back into your reality, on top of perhaps, you know, having the eye on this old flame, it's all about ego for them. Like, they want to, it's an ego boost for them. I don't feel like the feminine is all that interested, because I feel like it's a masculine who's more returning, seeking the new romance with an old flame. And I don't really see the feminine being all that interested. But that's good, because, again, I feel like it's more about pride and ego for him. It's an ego boost, or he just sees a lot of attention around the feminine, and, you know, he wants to know, like, that he still has a foothold. Like, he could still get in, and he could still control her emotionally. But I don't think he can, because, man, this feminine has her eye on somebody else, and that person is not who she's dating or who's knocking on her door. He's with somebody else right now, and that's all she cares about, like, what's going on with him in that relationship. And it's like superficial or just physical. It's just for fun. This masculine has a really hard time emotionally connecting to anybody else the way that he did to this feminine, okay? So, interesting reading for September, Sagittarius. We will have to see what shows up for October, the way this energy is going to, like, move itself, work itself out, I should say. So, anyways, those are your messages, Sagittarius. I'm wishing you all the best. Take care.